Morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday, December 11th. I'm Katrina Smith. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but as you can see behind me, there is snow moving through the region. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in the Weather Center tracking what I believe is a clipper system. We talked about this yesterday, correct?
Yes, that's right. And uncharacteristic of a clipper system, some wet snowfall falling today. And for the most part, this will be the story, at least until this evening when it starts to weaken. But for the most part, a snowy Sunday is in store for us today. Let's take a look at that Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Still some morning flurries moving through our area earlier on. We're going to see a slight break. You're probably wondering where the snow is going to be coming within the next hour or so due to a slot of dry air just south of Utica and Rome. This will end briefly as more snow is arriving from the southwest. This will be, once again, a mostly all-day type of event, looking to be ending around sunset tonight with a few lingering flurries as we head into tonight and early tomorrow morning. Current temperature right now, 29 degrees. It's going to barely reach above freezing for today because that snowfall is going to keep those temperatures on the chilly side. And for today, once again, widespread snow. It'll be an all-day event for today. We are tracking a return to more dry weather for the remainder of the week. And along with that, having more updates on what to expect for a possible snowstorm as we head into Thursday and Friday. I have details on that coming up. Back over to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Eric.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. We are tracking widespread snowfall this Sunday. Not too much of a concern in terms of travel issues, but for the most part, we are tracking generally 2 to 4 inches of accumulation before we do dry out for the start of the work week this week. So I'm taking a live look outside. Our Utica National camera overlooking at Main Street in Cooperstown. Still some general light accumulation across the area this morning. We are tracking a brief stop in the snowfall this morning. Here's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Right here, an area of dry air will stop snowfall for the most part, at least for the next half hour or so as this pushes through. But along with that, some more snow showers are just the southwest, and this will continue to bring some widespread snowfall throughout an area for the remainder of today. We do dry out once again as we head into the work week, but for the most part today, I don't want to grab an ice scraper or a snow brush, especially when you head out today. A jacket, temperatures barely going to be above freezing for today as well. Snow boots, along with extra time as well. Although once again, still not too much of a concern in terms of travel issues. Just want to be extra careful on the roadways because this snowfall is going to be on the wet side, so could see some slushy roadways. Our chance of snow outlook for today, still once again a brief stop right here between 9 and 10 a.m. this morning. Returning to a more widespread snowfall. This will continue throughout the day and then gradually taper off by tonight. Still could see some lingering flurries for your early morning commute tomorrow, but still nothing too bad in terms of widespread snowfall. Still mostly cloudy skies, but after that, looking to remain dry for the near horizon as we head into the start of the work week. Now, this is all due to a clipper system that usually brings more light snow, but due to the temperatures being around freezing for today, looking at more wet snowfall and more condensed. So still looking at temperatures remaining in the 30s today. So that means, once again, more packed snow with accumulation still in the 2 to 4 inch range. So in our Skycast for this morning, once again, still seeing widespread snowfall by noon, still seeing this continuing until around 5 p.m. Still lingering snow showers will continue until later on tonight as wind direction shifts from the south to the north. And that means still generally mostly cloudy skies for early morning hours tomorrow. But clouds are gradually taper off by noon, and still by 5 p.m. tomorrow, still could see some partly cloudy skies before sunset. And along with that, chilly temperatures will be the story for the work week next week. But for the most part for today, still generally 2 to 4 inches of accumulation. Higher elevations could see upwards of 6 inches of snow, but still, once again, I'll just be extra careful on the roadways as some of the snow could be slippery. So for today, high of 33 degrees, snowy conditions. Tonight, lingering flurries, a low of 28. In our 7-day forecast, dry weather on the horizon Monday through Thursday. Still keep an eye on Friday and Saturday of this weekend just because of a system that could produce some snow as well as rain showers. Still way too early to put a call on that. More info coming up within the next half hour and what to expect for that. But our trivia question, what shape is our home galaxy, the Milky Way? A spiral, elliptical, or irregular?
I have no idea. Maybe a spiral.
And it's a spiral, so
That was the luckiest guess I've ever had.
but when in doubt, it looks like a spiral too. Ellipticals are more of like a round shape, just like a giant ball of stars, and then irregular are just like clusters and not organized at all. So
The Milky Way is a spiral.
yeah, generally 3 categories of galaxies.
Who knew? Thank you so much, Eric. Well, the tragic death. And thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith. If you were asking where the snow is, well, it's here. Get to Weather Center with meteorologist Eric Gage, tracking snow that's been falling since this morning. We had a little lull.
Yeah, a little bit too. And I want to also mention, because this has been quite of a buzz, especially on social media lately, on a snowstorm the end of this week, and I want to touch on this, especially I mentioned it last night at 11 o'clock. Taking a look at our extended forecast just briefly. So once again, it's a reminder, detailed snowfall forecasts more than 3 days out are entirely speculation, and a lot of noise can also limit legitimate forecasts. So what we know so far right now is that the confidence is growing of a system impacting central New York. There is no confirmation on if it's going to be snow, it's going to be rain, it's going to be a mix of precipitation. Still, it is still way too far out to give a definite answer on this right now. So it's too far out to jump to conclusions. What we know so far still at this point is they're going to be seeing some rain showers, possible snow as well. And once again, if you're seeing any snowfall forecasts this far in advance being circulated right now, still entirely way too early. Things can change. In fact, just yesterday, the latest model forecast had upwards of a foot of snow, and now today it's down to just 6 inches. So once again, a lot of volatility. We'll have more updates on this throughout the week and what to expect. Right now, we are tracking some widespread snowfall, and the good news is nothing too severe in terms of snowfall today. General accumulations of 2 to 4 inches, and this will continue throughout the day today with temperatures remaining right around freezing. We also are tracking more dry weather to start out the work week. More details on that coming up. Back over to Katrina.
Thank you, Eric. Fire crews in New Hartford.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. A snowy December day is in store for us today with temperatures hovering around freezing, and once again, widespread snow continuing throughout the day. Dry weather to start out the work week, and we're also tracking a system as we head into the end of next week. Start taking a live look outside. Our Utica National camera overlooking at Main Street in Cooperstown. Still seeing some few light flurries in Cooperstown right now. We're in between 2 snow bands at this point. Here's a live look at a Yorkville Battery. Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Still widespread snow across central New York. A pocket of dry air producing a brief stoppage in snowfall for right now, but this will continue throughout the day with more widespread snowfall. So if you're heading out the door for today, I'll be sure to grab an ice scraper or a snow brush as well, especially due to a snowfall accumulation. Now, this will be on the wet side in terms of snowfall. Along with that, a jacket. Temperatures not warming up by much today, along with some snow boots. A little bit extra time for your commute due to, once again, that snowfall could produce some slushy roadways. Sky Watch is checking in this morning in the 20s, 27 degrees in New Hartford, as well as Mohawk, 29 in Westdale, 28 degrees in Verona Beach. In the Southern Valley's temperatures in the 20s, 28 degrees in Hartwick and Cooperstown, and 29 degrees checking in Edmiston. The snowfall today is due to a clipper system that usually brings light snowfall, but due to the temperatures for today, looking at snowfall on more on the heavier side and more wet side, as once again those temperatures are going to be hovering right on freezing. Now this will continue throughout the day, and as this low pressure system quickly moves out towards the east, we are tracking more dry weather for your Monday, as well as the start in the middle of the work week this week. And in fact, taking a look at our timing for snowfall, still this morning, widespread snowfall. This afternoon, widespread snowfall, and this will continue as well as this evening. Still seeing temperatures right around the 30-degree mark. And after around 5 p.m., snow flurries will gradually taper off, looking at mostly cloudy skies. By 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, still your morning commute looking generally dry. Could see a few lingering flurries for the morning, but by the evening, looking at clouds gradually decreasing as winds shift from the north, bringing more sunshine to your area. And this will be the story not only for Monday, but as well as Tuesday and Wednesday, with a few lingering lake effect clouds, but for the most part still looking at mostly quiet conditions for your week. So once again, in terms of snowfall outlook for today, general 2 to 4 inches, higher accumulations in the higher elevations, upwards of 6 inches, and along with temperatures hovering around freezing out near Syracuse, could see some rain mixing in, especially as we head into earlier on this afternoon. But for today, so generally mostly snowy conditions, temperatures hovering in the around freezing range. Tonight, going down into the 20s with lingering flurries. Your 7-day forecast. Dry weather Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a little bit of Thursday before snow showers move in Friday and Saturday. Still, once again, too early to put a call on what to expect in terms of precipitation. Generally mixed for the most part at this point. And our trivia question, apples at the store can be up to how many months old before being taken off the shelf?
I feel like you're trying to wow us here, so I'm going to go with D.
You are 2 for 2 today. Yes, I tried and I didn't fool you. And obviously at 10 months, and I think that's surprising. Like I didn't notice originally that like 10 months. I think it's the stuff they put on the apples.
Yeah, it seems like a long time, but you know they are. You know, there's something that I just think it's cool that I've gotten inside your head, and I just kind of.
She's figured me out.
To what the answers are going to be. Thank you so much, Eric. Well, the Utica Elks.
Look at your forecast tonight at 6. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage. Erica, a nice little snowfall today, but it did cause some traffic headaches, a lot of accidents on the road. Just how much snow did we get?
Yeah, unfortunately with this snowfall, it was on the wet side. Basically the snowfall ratio is on the higher side, which meaning that could cause slushy roadways. That was our biggest concern with this. And so before, we want to make sure that you are as careful as possible on the roadways. But for the most part, if you stayed inside, the day didn't travel too much. A nice snowfall for December. Taking a look at our snowfall totals so far. Pretty much in the range right now. Clinton checking in with 3.75 inches. Cooperstown with 3.5, as well as Whitesboro with 3.5. Barneveld checking in with 3 inches as well, and Curtis Corners with 2.5, and Westford with 2 inches as well. And taking a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Most of these snow showers have stayed south in our area for the most part. The North Country not seeing too much of that snowfall. This will continue for the next several hours before the snowfall will gradually weaken as we head into tonight. Still a few lingering flurries for your morning commute tomorrow, but still generally dry conditions. Current temperature right now, 30 degrees, barely got above freezing for the most part for today. And tonight, once again, cooling down into the mid-20s with lingering flurries and for the most part, cooler and drier weather as we head into the week ahead. We'll have details on that and more coming up. Back over to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. It's been a snowy Sunday across the area for today with accumulations between the 2 to 4 inch range, with some outlying areas seeing around 6 inches or more. So we're taking a live look outside, a beautiful view of Cooperstown, or Utica National Camera, a nice December set right there. And taking a live look once again at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The snow is not over with just yet. We're still continuing to see some snowfall moving through, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. Still some few lingering snow showers north of the Mohawk Valley, but the heavier accumulations right now are still staying south. In fact, right here, this darker blue is another heavier snow band. Now, for the most part, the snow will continue tonight, lingering snow showers this evening, as well as possible a few lingering flurries tomorrow morning. So drying out, and then we are cooling down with overnight temperatures falling into the teens as we head into the middle of the work week this week. So snowfall measurements so far this evening, 2.5 inches in Curtis Corners, 3 inches in Barneveld, as well as New Hartford, 3.75 inches in Clinton, 6.1 inches out in Verona Beach. So the biggest measurement right there. In the Southern Valley's temperatures, snowfall accumulations in the 3-inch range as well. 2 inch in Westford earlier on, 3.5 inches in Emerson and New Cooperstown, as well as Whitesboro, and 3.75 inches checking in with Mohawk. And once again, these snow showers will continue for tonight and then gradually taper off by early tomorrow morning, and then most of the week is looking dry. We're still tracking once again that system in the end of the week. We'll have more details on that coming up this week. I want to expect in terms of accumulations, it can be rain showers or snow showers, but once again still mostly dry weather for the beginning of the work week. So the bigger picture, a Clipper system brought wet snowfall to our area. Usually these bring dry snow showers. Now what this will do is this will move out towards the east, and along with that, we'll bring in a high pressure into our area. And that will cause temperatures to plummet overnight as we head into the next couple of days. Not so much for tonight, but as we head into Monday and Tuesday, overnight lows can fall into the teens. And this will be the story as we head into Wednesday. And then into Thursday, clouds will start to increase. So in our Skycast, once again, is still seeing lingering snow showers. Will continue until tonight before a few lingering flurries make it their way into our area by tomorrow morning. Still, generally dry weather, temperatures in the 30s, warming up only into the lower to mid-30s by the afternoon, and still mostly cloudy skies. We could see some sunshine as these clouds gradually move their way down towards the south by tomorrow evening, but still for the most part, a dry weather for tomorrow. And then overnight temperatures are going to start plummeting. We head into early Tuesday morning, and this will be the same story not only for Tuesday morning but as well as Wednesday, with still mostly sunny skies for the day, and then it's chilly, frigid temperatures overnight with wind chills possibly reaching the negatives. And more info on that once again as we head into the work week. But still looking at dry weather for the most part as we head into Monday and Tuesday of this week. So for tonight, low of 28 degrees, lingering flurries. Tomorrow, a high of 34 degrees with decreasing clouds. Our 7-day forecast. You want to build that snowman if you want. If you have enough snowfall, this is the perfect conditions in terms of wet snowfall at this point. Dry weather Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, increasing clouds. We are still tracking a storm system Friday and Saturday. We have the timing set, at least for the most part, but we're still not too confident in terms of precipitation. So be sure to follow us as we head into the middle of the week on what to expect in terms of rain or snowfall. Ben?
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out with that storm coming up. So we'll definitely be keeping a watch on that. All right, coming up next, Utica City for joining us. Here's what's making news tonight in your neighborhood. The first widespread snowfall of the season came through the Mohawk Valley today. To see how much snow fell, let's head right over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Eric Gage. Eric, good evening. That was a pretty picture in Cooperstown. How much did we see across the area?
Yes, and it was a beautiful view across Cooperstown. In fact, for most of us, aside from travel issues, that wet snow, you see it inside, it's perfect snow for producing snowmen as well as snowballs. It's good packing snow with the wet conditions in it. Let's take a look at our snowfall totals across the area. Looking pretty much within our forecast range, a little bit on the higher side as a few lingering flurries continued throughout this past evening. Clinton measuring at 4 inches, Burlington Flats with 3.5, as well as Utica checking in with 3.5, Rome 4.3 inches. Remsen, we got 2 different measurements of 3 inches and 7 inches, so big difference right there. And lastly, Whitesboro checking in with 5 inches of snowfall. Now taking a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, top of the radar. Those widespread snow showers are coming to an end. We're seeing a few lingering flurries across our area. This will continue into early tomorrow morning. Still generally mostly cloudy skies as we head into early tomorrow morning, but for the most part, generally dry weather. So once again, for tonight, a few lingering flurries, temperatures cooling down into the upper 20s. Your morning commute is looking dry tomorrow morning. We also are tracking very chilly temperatures in the near forecast. Look at those details coming up. Back over to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric. The man hit by a car on
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening and welcome back. Wrapping up a very snowy Sunday with temperatures still hovering right around 30 degrees. This will continue to be the case for tomorrow. And then we start plummeting with overnight temperatures falling into the teens for the next several days. So we're taking a live look outside. A beautiful view out here, our Utica National Camera overlooking at Main Street in Cooperstown. Still, once again, general accumulations between 2 and 5 inches, with some outlying areas in higher elevation seeing upwards of 7 inches of total accumulation. So generally, a pretty significant snowfall. Taking a live look right now to Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Most of these snow showers are over and done with. They're pushing their way out towards the east. A few lingering flurries are being the forecast for tonight. But as the wind direction does change from the north, we're going to be tracking more cloudy and dry weather for your Monday morning. So heading out the door tomorrow, your checklist is going to be pretty busy. Grab some sunglasses just in case, because although we're seeing mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow, sunshine gradually moves away from the north to the south by the evening. Could see a peak of sunshine before sunset. Along with that, have your ice scraper and brush handy, because as we head out tomorrow morning, could see some general snow on your car if you haven't driven it so far this weekend. Jacket too. Temperatures are going to be hovering into the 30s for the afternoon. Snow boots as well, and plan some extra time just in case those roads just aren't plowed yet. So looking at the week ahead in terms of sunshine, still a few breaks in the clouds for Monday evening. The best chance to see some sunshine, except if you're in the Mohawk or Southern Valleys. By Tuesday, numerous breaks in sunshine. The sunniest day of the week looks to be on Wednesday as an area of high pressure builds in. And then clouds will start increasing on Thursday as we are tracking a system bringing some rain and possible snow showers to our area. We'll have more updates on that later on this week. So in our Skycast for tonight, once again, temperatures hovering in the upper 30s or upper 20s to low 30s with still mostly cloudy skies. By 6 a.m., your morning commute is generally looking dry, a few lingering flurries. By noon, the clouds will start to decrease, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. And you can see right here, wind direction will sweep some of these clouds to the south. By 5 p.m. before sunset, some of us could see some more sunshine, but the sunnier day looks to be on Tuesday as overnight temperatures once again cooling down, very chilly into the teens by Tuesday morning, and looking ahead towards Tuesday afternoon. A cold day, temperatures only warming up into the upper 20s, but still plenty of sunshine by Tuesday and Wednesday. So for tonight, once again, a lingering flurry or two, mostly cloudy skies. That will be the story for tomorrow as well, with decreasing clouds. Our 7-day forecast, dry weather continues over the next several days. Chilly overnight temperatures Monday night, Tuesday night, as well as Wednesday night before clouds increase. And we are tracking once again that snowy system moving in by Friday and Saturday.